In a recent interview with our friends at Slash Film, Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow revealed several major and key story points about the upcoming fourth installment of the Jurassic Park franchise. Here are the major excerpts from the interview. Jurassic World takes place in a fully functional park on Island Nublar. It seems more than 20,000 visitors every day. You arrive by ferry from Costa Rica. It has elements of a biological preserve, a safari, a zoo, and a theme park. There is a luxury resort with hotels, restaurants, nightlife, and a golf course. And there are dinosaurs, real ones. You can get closer to them than you ever imagined possible. It's the realization of John Hammond's dream, and I think you'll want to go there. Our relationship with technology has become so woven into our daily lives, we've become numb to the scientific miracles around us. We take so much for granted. What if, despite previous disasters, they built a new biological preserve where you could see dinosaurs walk the earth, and what if people were already kind of over it? We imagined a teenager texting his girlfriend with his back to a T-Rex behind protective glass. There will be one new dinosaur created by the park's geneticists. The gaps in her sequence were filled with DNA from other species, much like the genome in the first film was completed with frog DNA. This creation exists to fulfill a corporate mandate. They want something bigger, louder, with more teeth, and that's what they get. Jurassic World opens in AMC theaters everywhere on June 12, 2015. John, what do you think of these comments from Trevorrow?
I love it, actually. It sounds great, the whole notion of, because it's so true. About us, we are a law of diminishing returns kind of species. You know, one thing, something that's good, like great for us today, tomorrow doesn't seem so great and whatever, and this whole idea that they actually did it. They fulfilled Hammond's vision. They created Jurassic Park, everything he ever said it would be in the first movie, and eventually people start to get bored of it. And now we've heard rumors about them making a cross-species dinosaur bigger, better, and now this context of the corporate heads wanted something new because people are starting to get bored of Jurassic Park, so they want a new, bigger dinosaur. That sounds perfect. Now, some people might, texted me earlier today and say, "Hey, John, be careful with talking about that because that could be considered a spoiler." None of this stuff is a spoiler. All this is going to be in the first trailers. You know that they're going to set the context for you. But I think this sounds great. I'm excited for it because one of the things I was worried about Jurassic World was just another redux of Jurassic Park. You know, they get to an island and they find out that some of the dinosaurs are still there and it's wreaking havoc now on some people who are stuck on the island for some reason. Like, we've been there, we've done that. This is a really good new take. I'm excited about the direction of it, so I really like it. Amy Rose?
I like it a lot, and I really like his comment about the juxtaposition of the old prehistoric world with new technology and all of that, because I think that's fascinating. I mean, especially where we're at nowadays, where we want it faster and more efficient, and we get very bored easily with things because it's we want it now. We're a lot more impatient than we used to be, and I love that image of like the person texting with the T-Rex behind the back,
the T-Rex behind them, yeah.
Like, I'm not amused, and so I think that's really interesting. And I mean, we were talking about before when they were talking about breeding the species and everything like that, and I thought that would be really interesting. But with the context, it sounds even better because that could really go over the line of cheesy if they didn't do it right. But like, again, they're trying to stay relevant. They're trying to keep audiences captivated and interested. So I think everything he wrote is very good, and it just gets me really, really excited about this new installment, especially with Chris Pratt in there.
The idea at first when I heard of another sequel to the Jurassic Park franchise, I was kind of lukewarm, like, I'm not sure. I thought, okay, let's wait and see till we get a trailer and then I'll get more excited. These quotes make me really excited about the movie now. The description of the whole tourist attraction, like, this is a place I want to go to. Like, sign me up. I'll go over there and hang out and take pictures of dinosaurs and stuff like that. And I also appreciate his quotes about the scientific miracles that we kind of are numb to.
So true.
Yeah. I mean, it's like our cell phones, the internet, all those things. Because I'm an older person, so I remember.
So old.
I remember. Hey, there's a lot of people here watching that have never lived a day of their life without the internet or a cell phone. Well, at least I have. I remember there was no cell phones, internet. If you had to look something up, you had to go to the library.
There are people watching this who have never used a rotary phone in their lives, all right? Let's just let that sink in.
Yeah, so what he says about, the kid not being amused by the dinosaurs is very true, because that hypothetically, if that ever were to happen, that would actually happen. People would be like, whatever. I've seen a T-Rex before. I've seen a brontosaurus. But I'm most excited to see basically the whole tourist attraction just go crazy when dinosaurs run loose.
You know, just after looking at the story this morning, I went and I watched. Remember that Louis C.K. bit that he did? I believe it was on Conan, when he talks about how people just take the wonders and the marvels of technology for granted, which sounds like they're going to be going with in here. And he tells this story about how I was on a flight the other day and they have internet on the plane. Like, you can actually watch YouTube videos and be on the internet and be connected with everybody while you're on a plane. And he goes, and the stewardess came on and announced that they apologized, but the internet, there's something wrong. The internet went down and they weren't going to have internet for this flight. He says, and the guy beside me went, well, this is bull. He goes, like, I want to turn to him and say, dude, you're sitting on a chair in the sky, and we take these things for granted, and that's why I really do kind of like the direction.
Louis is the best, but it's so true. That happened to me on my way back from New York, and I was cutting out. I'm like, well, what's up with this? And I was like, okay, I'm, this high up in the air, and I'm totally being snobby about this. So it
we forget the wonders of the things of the age we live.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.